Good morning and welcome back to Cold Waters, and welcome back to HMS Superb or S109, and this is the second mission in a new 1984 campaign. We are still back in the same patrol zone, and just a short time after the last interception mission, like 40 minutes later, we've come across something else, so let's take a look and see what's going on here then. Sona's got 3 contacts, so let me see. Looks like Ivan's been sending a lot of cruise missile
Con
boats.
sonar Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
A lot of escorting boats too, and so this is likely a similar sort of scenario to the last time, except
Con sonar Sierra 3 is classified as submerged submarine.
well, he's got some buddies with him.
Con sonar Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
Okay, now that's a little interesting because the Victor 2 has access to the most nasty of weapons. Yeah, it's got the USET 80s. It's also got standoff weapons. Echo 2 is a slow, noisy cruise missile boat.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 078. Contact. Come right to 160. Helm I.
Not really.
Peak depth 300 feet. Dive I.
Not really any great concern is the Echo 2, but the 2 Victor 2s most definitely are. So those USET 80s are nasty pieces of hardware because they're wire
Con
guided.
sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 078. Contact faded.
They're wire guided.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 090. Contact faded. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 077. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 090. Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 3, bearing 078.
Okay, they're wire guided, and they have a detection range greater than my own. So his long range, his standoff abilities are pretty nasty. Dropping a torpedo on my head from range is not good. The SSN-16 is capable of doing that. Followed up by nasty wire-guided torpedoes. So I got to be careful with the Victor 2s. In fact, to be fair, yeah, Victor 2s and a higher class of boat. And the Russians insisted on having lots of different classes of submarine.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing 078. Contact faded.
Presumably they feel that diversity can give strength in this case. There's lots of different things for us to work on and lots of different things for us to identify. Air asset is still circling above us. They've been sending out, in fact, there we go, almost on coup. They've been sending out a lot of patrols because they know the stakes are high. They have to get their submarines through this gap, the GI-UK, Greenland-Iceland-UK gap, because upon all these things, a lot depends. If they can stop the transatlantic convoys from the US to the Europe area to the UK, that's very meaningful impact on the war. Plus, let's face it, if they can get cruise missile carriers or anti-ship submarines anywhere around the UK, we're under threat from these Ruskies. So, all that said, let's accelerate time.
Con, dive at 700 feet. Dive I.
I don't know quite what these guys are doing. Maybe they haven't detected me. I don't know that they have.
Come left to 108. Helm I.
I mean, part of me feels like trying to take a long-range shot.
Con helm. Steady course.
They'll be able to hear me. The Victor 2 shouldn't. But one of the weaknesses of the Victor 2 is it doesn't have a tow down rate. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try something. Let's try and get a tigerfish out. And let's set it to maybe 8,000 yards. It might lose the wire. We'll see.
Shoot 2-1.
It
Aye,
didn't.
sir.
No, I'm going to run this thing north and get a second one. I'm actually going to send the second one to be tube on the right-hand side. We'll send it to around about the same-ish location.
Shoot tube 4.
I'm going to send
Aye,
that
sir.
one south. Okay. Let's switch back to view of my boat. And now what we're trying to do here, I'm trying to split the torpedoes that I'm sending. Now, I don't think that they can hear these. So it feels a little bit speculative to do such a long-range attack. But the idea is that if we can split their forces, that's good.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 3, bearing 076.
Yeah. Now, when torpedo 1 runs parallel, I'm actually going to run it a little away from this Victor 2. When this torpedo runs parallel with them, there's a chance that they're going to hear it. Right, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to be in the middle. Now, depending on how canny their captain is, he'll figure that I'm either where he detects the torpedo, that's my location, or I'm somewhere behind it. And if you get to take both torpedoes, he might reasonably assume, nah, he's right in the middle, and in which case I could be in a bit of bother. Now, he's going to have to just dead reckon where I am. Let's accelerate time a little bit. I want to watch this Victor 2. This Echo 2 has a chance of hearing these torpedoes too, but I'm going to send Torpedo 4. I'm going to send it east. It's going to attack from there. They're 6 o'clock ideally. Torpedo 1, I'm going to keep heading north-northwest. It's about 6,000 yards separation. Let's run this thing more north now. I think I want to change course myself. Now, when I sweep, when my nose... No, I'm not going to. When my nose sweeps past him, I'm probably going to lose his their location. But I've got a pretty good idea where they are. This Echo 2 is my primary target. But it'd be nice to take out the Victor 2s as well, because if I don't take them out, they might take one of my buddies. So, let's accelerate time a little bit. I wonder if that Victor 2 is going to detect this. Alright, let's start to turn Torpedo 1 in a little bit. I think with 4,000 yards between Torpedo 4 and the two potential targets, that's bad, but we'll see. They've not detected it yet. Still doing 8 knots. Still doing 8 knots. Still doing 8 knots, so they have no idea that this torpedo's there. Right, I'm going to turn Torpedo 4 more north-northeast. I think I want to turn Torpedo 1 more east now as well. That. So what I might do, what this might end up doing, is driving the Victor 2 south, northern Victor 2 south, and the southern one, he might decide to go north. So I'm going to pincer them. Now I've only got 2 wires. The Trafalgar's got 5 wires. We've only got 2. Let's make Torpedo 4 make a beeline for this Echo 2 right now. Let's go ahead and do that. So if I lose the wire, it's got a chance of being able to engage this Echo 2. Now I may not sink it with just 1, but really I only need to damage it, make it not mission capable, and it's a victory. I need to disrupt them. I got a bad feeling that this Victor 2 is about to detect this torpedo here. Now, hopefully he will fire. Of course, myself, yeah, I may have...
Come right to 267, helm aye.
myself in the line of fire. I didn't necessarily want this to... I didn't want that to go to kick off into attack mode immediately. Okay, well, Torpedo 4 is going to try and engage the Echo 2 now. I'm going to keep myself on this course. If this Victor 2 fires in the direction of Torpedo 4, there's a chance I'm going to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1.
So the Echo 2
Con
detected.
sonar, launch transient from Sierra 1.
Not a massive threat, those torpedoes, and in fact they might threaten the Victor 2 behind him as opposed to behind me. So I think Torpedo 1 is now going to target the Victor 2. I think the game was afoot, so I'm going to go ahead and just basically charge.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Right, so torpedo 4. Check the depth of this Echo 2. He's close to the surface, okay. For the sake of it, we're going to run torpedo 1 into attack mode now. It'll run that little bit quicker. It's more of a threat. I'm going to sweep my nose round.
Noisemaker bearing 031.
But I'm going to sweep my nose around, going around to starboard as opposed to port.
286. Helm aye.
Well, more of a chance of keeping the bad guys in sensor range, I think. And wow, this Victor 2's on the surface. Let's take a quick look here. What's he doing? He might be radioing base. Oh, he's trying to dive now. Okay. And maybe he detects something. I'm going to pull torpedo 1 up towards the surface, though. We're going to engage him on the surface if we must.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is cavitating.
So I'm pushing 5 on the num keypad. What we're doing here is we're just manually bringing torpedo 1 up close to the surface. It's going to...
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 027.
Go, it's acquired the target, and I'm manually going to tell torpedo 4 excuse me, to aim towards the Echo 2.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 026.
So I don't know whether the Echo 2 is aneroic coating. It's tempting to have it ping actively, but I know where the target is.
Con, fire control,
Go.
weapon acquired.
Right, let's lock to me.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 029.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
He pretty much overflew me. Now that might be a coincidence, but I got a bad feeling it's really not. He might have an inkling of where I am. So
Con, fire control, weapon
I'm
acquired.
actually going to run this torpedo active. Okay.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is cavitating. Con sonar noisemaker
Well, appears to be a hit waiting to happen.
022.
Right. I'm not going to reload that torpedo tube right now. What I'm going to do instead is switch back to me. Reloading it will create a bit of extra noise. It looks like he's...
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 028.
Looks like he's just blown his ballast to get on the surface. So probably he's out of the fight. Both the fight against me and the fight against the UK. So I'm happy with that. That's a... It classes as a victory, I think. He's out of the fight. Now, sure, I'd rather sink him. But discretion's the better part of valor here, I think.
Con, fire control, weapon
I'm
acquired.
going to run active sonar against this Victor 2. I'm right up against him, so he should be about to eat one. Surely.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 027.
There you go, sunshine.
Con helm steady course.
It hasn't killed him. Hasn't crippled him either. Okay, switch back to me. Right, so he may be flooding. He may start to sink. Decisions. So there's a sonar buoy dropped to my west-northwest. You know what I could do is potentially fire another torpedo or two, but I think that Sierra 3 might detect where I am, so I'm going to just loiter here, or say loiter. Let's just wander sort of...
Come right to 343 helm aye.
wander in a northwesterly course right now, I think. Let's see what's going to happen. Let's see. So we'll see what happens. Okay, let me go ahead and pause the recording. We'll let this thing sit out for just a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, so a few minutes have passed, and Sierra 2...
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 2 bearing 024.
Sierra 2 had dropped off my sonar as I pointed my nose in his direction. I'm likely to lose Sierra 1 and possibly Sierra 3 as well. I've just got Sierra 3's location. And here's my thought about essentially not pursuing these guys until they're completely sunk. I think it will give away my location. There's a good chance that it will. I've got to wait for the opportune moment. Now, I think right now could be a good opportune moment to go ahead and
helm, steady course.
Make those attacks, because I don't think that they can hear me. But I also just have a really uneasy feeling as well. I think I could be pushing a bad situation. The fact that one's going east and one's going west, and the Sierra 3, he's slowed down to 5 knots, so he's sniffing around. He would love to get himself a kill, I'm sure. In sending those boats back from whence they came, avoids them killing convoys. Be nice to get something off of this Sierra 3. I think that'll accelerate time. So I'm heading towards them, and of course that is going to increase...
sonar lost contact. Sierra 3, last bearing, 054. Contact faded.
That's my nose swinging around.
074. Helm aye. Con, helm, steady course.
I'm getting a little close to Sierra 3, I think. There's a chance that he will hear me, but if I fire, he's probably going to hear me.
Come right to 090. Helm
I can
aye.
catch the Echo 2.
Helm, steady course.
But my window to engage is pretty limited right now. I think I might just let this one go. I would love to just take it out, but I think I'm going to get some counterfire at the same time. This Victor 2 is going to be all over me like a rash. Yeah, he's most definitely going to detect me. If he turns away, though, I'm going to have a go at him. So he's swinging by. He seems completely oblivious to my presence to the north of me, still heading west, but he's still traveling slowly enough that he's got a bit of an inkling. I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording. Let's see how this pans out. Like I say, I'd love to have a crack at this Echo 2, but he's in the way, so I'll be right back. You know, I've got an idea. I think fortune favors the brave and all that. I wonder if I go out of ultra silent. Let's turn my accelerate time off. How badly can this Victor 2 Sierra 3 hear me? Okay. 1 decimal, so not so bad. What if I go up to 10 knots?
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
His speed's gone up already.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 2, last bearing 355. Contact faded.
So he's just got 4 decibels on me, so he cannot hear me at 4 knots. Now, I don't know if it's going to work at 15 knots, but we're going to try it.
Make turns for 15 knots.
Okay, I don't like the fact I can't hear him.
10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Yeah, we maybe don't want that. I didn't consider that, by the way, lose contact with him. Let's go back to ultra silent. Okay, so my thought was, if I could do 15 knots, I could actually keep pace and slightly overhaul this Echo 2.
Sonar regained contact on Sierra 3, bearing 339.
My towed array is not so effective at 15 knots.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 2, bearing 354.
And even worse, my passive sonar is just not effective.
000.
So we'll get back up to the 5 knots. I'm going to see if I can sneak into his baffles. I think he truly deserves one of these up the exhaust port. So, and if I don't sink him, fine. But I'd love to.
Con, helm,
there you
steady
are.
Course.
I'd love to give him something to think about. And he doesn't have a towed array as well, so the Russians
Passing 700 feet.
really should be punished for that. So I'm going to get myself up to 300 foot. Now, the reason why I'm going for 300
Passing
foot
600 feet.
is our VLS system, our vertical launch system. It actually points downwards in
Passing
this
500 feet.
class of vessel. it has a depth restriction of
Passing 400 feet.
300 feet right now. So let's get ourselves a 300 foot. Close to.
Passing 300 feet.
Now, if I fire right now, he's likely to hear me. Take out ultra silent, then maybe put it up to 10 knots.
Make turns for 10 knots.
I
Maneuvering
just
aye.
hear him. The reason I'm going 10 knots is I want to sneak in behind him and get into his baffles, that which I'm now at. So I'll turn my accelerate time off. Like so. Now let's see this echo. I'm in his baffles too, but he's 18,000 yards away, so that's not gonna help. What I'm now gonna do is get this this torpedo off. Go ahead and select him. And get this torpedo off, and I'm gonna go ahead and fire it to be here.
Shoot tube 5.
Right.
Aye, sir.
Didn't lose the wire. Let's go ahead and point it a bit more north. And I'm going to head essentially away from him.
Come right to 085. Helm aye.
And get my depth back down to 700 feet, give or take. So, plan now. I'm actually going to have torpedo 5 sneak in behind him. Like so.
Passing 400
Torpedo
feet.
5 should be in everyone's baffles.
Passing 500 feet. Passing 600 feet.
So I think do this. Let's get my descent slowed down. I'm going to get up to 15 knots.
Make turns for 15 knots.
Back on the
Maneuvering
accelerate
aye.
time.
Con sonar.
Oh, okay.
Noisemaker bearing.
So
2,
he detected
8,
me.
6.
I'm going to go ahead and swing quite aggressively to the south.
Come right to 174. Helm aye.
It's I think it's, I would call it a bug. But it's a, let's just say it's annoying how even though the torpedo is right in this guy's baffles, he
Passing
still
700 feet.
hears it. I don't need...
Con sonar regain contact on Sierra 3 bearing 285.
I don't need this torpedo to do anything fancy other than just detect him, acquire him, and keep him busy. But I'd like to not get shot up the jacksie by his torpedoes. So
Con helm steady course.
manually telling torpedo 5 to travel in that direction. Let's just swing it slightly.
Con, fire
Okay.
control, weapon.
Passing 800 feet.
There we go. So that should hunt him down now. Now, if he fired use at 80s, I am way within the danger zone right now. In fact, can he detect me active? Probably not, which is nice. Although I'm barely clinging on. He's making a ton of noise at 28 knots. I kind of would like to keep my torpedo active at this point. Sorry, my wire live.
Passing 900 feet.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing
I want to
285.
give him another one, I think.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
Seeing as I lost the wire, I'll go ahead and reload those torpedoes. So that second
fire
one
control, weapon
may
acquired.
well be enough to sink him. It may not get to the right location, and of course that torpedo may have been heard by whatever is currently
Passing
stalking
1,000
above.
feet.
But we'll see. I'm going to keep using my towed array. I need to be about 1,100 foot depth, no deeper. So let's go ahead and arrest my descent, like so. See if torpedo 5, does it have a decent
Con
position.
sonar noisemaker bearing 28.
Gonna help it here. I'm gonna manually steer it towards this guy.
Target room,
I didn't need
2-1
to.
ready.
Ping him actively with the sonar. This should hit him.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
A second now. Oh. It's me in the distance.
Con sonar noisemaker bearing 287.
Okay. Got him there. Pretty big gash in the back. He might need to pop his emergency ballast. Nope, I guess not, although he may have slowed down. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might have just damaged his reactor.
Room, tube 3 ready.
Okay, let's go back to
Con
me.
sonar lost contact. Sierra 3 last bearing 29. 2. Contact faded.
So I saw, it's a bit of a wheeze because you wouldn't see this in real life, but I saw that his torpedoes are way off the
Come
mark.
left to 090.
I'm going to accelerate time. I'm going to let my torpedo heading towards him see what if
torpedo.
Con, helm, steady course.
if it gets him or not. I'm not too worried if it does or if it doesn't. It'd be nice if it does. And then
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing.
we're going to crack it up to 20 knots.
20 knots, maneuvering eye.
We want to see if we can
Con, fire control, weapon.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 282.
want to see if we can tackle this Echo 2. It'd be nice to just stick him on the bottom, I think. I mean, he's got plenty of time to get his crew off. I don't really fancy getting off on the North Atlantic, but that's better than being sunk. Okay. So we'll see if we can watch. It's his torpedo. Oh, I don't know whether I got him or not. My torpedo is no longer active. Okay. It's possible he can eat a couple of torpedoes and still be fine. Well, I say fine. Still be in one piece. Okay, so now we have a pretty long tail chase. I will go ahead and pause the recording again, and I'll be back when something more interesting is going on. So hold that thought. That was a long chase. We've been traveling for quite some distance, but I think we've managed to get ahead of him now, which is good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn in front of him. And if my plan has worked out, yeah, it does look like he's kind of behind me.
Come left to 003, helm
But
eye.
he's going to be getting a pretty good location on us. So if he's on the surface, which of course he is, he's going to be radioing that bear if it's still in the air, which it is. So we really need to make this quick. I think.
Make depth 4-5 feet, dive high.
It goes against my better judgment in some regards, but I'm going to pop up to the surface. And I also think, you know what, let's go ahead and let's use one of these grogs. So the grog should be a perfect weapon to use here.
Make turns for 15 knots, maneuvering eye.
He's doing 3 knots. That's interesting.
Make
Oh,
turns
he's
for
coming at me.
0 knots, maneuvering eye.
Okay, that's a little. I won't say it's suspicious, but yeah, I mean, let's see. Is he coming at me? I mean, I'm gonna say yes. I think he may have told his buddy. Well, here I am. We know he can hear me. He's very close. 5,000 yards, really?
Con, torpedo
Oh, there he is.
tube 1 ready.
Right, so he's 1,500 yards.
Con, helm, steady course.
Up scope.
Let's
Make turns for 5 knots,
look with the
maneuvering eye.
periscope. The direction is what, 270 something? 282.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
There he is. Right. Well, oh yeah, and that purple line.
Shoot 2-1. Ice down scope.
That's the radar of the bear, who I imagine is coming right at me. From the south, yeah. Okay. So let's switch back to the view here.
Passing 100
I
feet.
really hope he's gotten all his crew off. He's about to eat one of these.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
I'm going to go ahead and run to 15 knots. We're
Make
going
turns for 15 knots, maneuvering eye.
to escape
Come right to 017, helm eye.
northeast north.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 15 knots.
Let's watch the torpedo coming in, I think. And actually, from this view, I might even see
Passing 200
the
feet.
bear if it comes in. Let's switch back to the bear. No, maybe he isn't coming in. He most definitely had a radar connection to me. So, yeah. Right, well, the Echo 2 is now doing 13 knots. It is now doing 14
Con
knots.
sonar, noisemaker, bearing 256.
But the noisemakers confused my torpedo.
Con, helm, steady course.
Well, a little disappointing.
Passing 300 feet.
I mean, that's not what I want. Okay, now it's going to turn around
Con,
and
fire
attack him.
control, weapon acquired.
Yes, thank you. And I got confused again. Okay, this could be a long, long chase. Quick check on the bear.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 240.
I don't
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
see the bear just yet, but
Passing 400 feet.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired. Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
oh, come on. Seriously? It's a slow-moving target. It's just got countermeasures. You can take it out.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 225.
Passing 500 feet.
I don't know what to say. Surely it can't.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired. Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Every time it gets close to the target, of course it sees the noisemaker. And the Echo is dropping noisemakers fairly frequently. Eventually it will run out of noisemakers. Wait, I have a wire
Con
connected to
sonar,
it still.
noisemaker bearing 2.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Well, let's go ahead and
Passing 600 feet.
do this. Let's force it
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
to run in a straight line.
Con sonar, regained contact on. Come left to 306. Helm I.
Okay, I'm going to circle the torpedo around. The real thing does not have a wire attached after you've let it go.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
We do, so
Passing 700 feet.
we're going to go ahead and use that.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 224.
Alright, let's see if we can stay around it. I think actually that maybe it does have the ability to use it. There you go.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Surely we can get him now. Surely we can get him. And he's not sunk. No, he's not. Well, I am surprised, and yet and now not. I'm losing another weapon because I guess this bear's not interested in tracking me down. Oh, okay. I mean, Echo 2, Captain, if this wasn't a clue to get your crew off, then get your crew off, lad, because this is not good for you. It's going to loiter here. Say loiter, we are moving. Well, this is kind of a bit of a foregone conclusion, I think.
Steady course.
I will get another torpedo off at this guy. He should get the message.
Torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
He really needs to
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
not. So yeah, let's get that off, and that should be it. So thanks so much for hanging out.
Sonar, noisemaker bearing 222.
Hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you got something from it. And you know what to do if you did. And so yeah, so second mission I would say was another success for HMS Superb, or Super B. Be sure to stick around. There'll be a few more of these. Thanks much everyone. Take care. Goodbye.